All right, family. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to everyone, Facebook world and YouTube world. We are streaming live from the headquarters of FardMoney Incorporation, and we are glad that everyone is joining us on this Sunday morning, which this is going to be very good, very informative, and we got to, because this topic came from something, and last night on the Future Money Show, we kind of touched it, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep my promise. So here's it, and we want to go into it, and we want to go into depth with it, right? So we want to really get after this, right? So today, family, and we've been dealing with business pretty much all week, specifically how I became an entrepreneur, what made me choose network marketing when I started my business or whatnot, right? So, but something has been going on now. We know since this George Floyd incident, now black people are more inclined to do business with black people, which we should have been doing in the first place, right? It shouldn't take the death of a brother for us to want to buy black, shop black before anybody, because that's what everybody else do, right? So we should already have that mentality too, right? We should already have that mentality too, right? So I just want to go into something because it has been some groups made since all of this broke out, right? They call it Blackout Coalition, uh, Blackout July the 1st through the 7th, and all this here. So I want to go into the signs of business, and then we're going to raise the question at the end: is a black-owned business really black-owned? Right? So I just want to do that. So everybody go ahead and get people on, share this out, and let's get this out where we can get it at. So we want to get as many people on here as possible to pay attention to this and listen at the signs that we're giving. And we just want to know, you know what I'm saying? We just asking the question and let the jury decide what it is that we have, or what it is, if it's true or not, right? Because we see a lot of hypocrisy going on. So this hypocrisy has to be exposed, right? We are not tolerating the hypocrisy on no level. So everybody in this day and time, you're gonna be called out. You're gonna be brought to the light. So we want to just make the comparison, or we want to break down these signs, right? So let us get into it. Hold on one more second. Let us get into it, and then we will see further if it's true or not. And then we're gonna go out there and let y'all be the judge, the jury, and decide if it's true or not. So let's get after this. All right. Boom. The science of business. First of all, let's define the word science. Let's get a clear understanding of the word science before we get into the topic, right? In business, we're gonna look up business too. So science. This is the best and easiest definition. Well, I will read that one last. Science, the first definition. The intelligent the in huh the in intellectual and practical activity in comparison the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. The intellectual and practical activity in comparison the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. Definition number two. Then we're gonna give you the easy definition to get a base understanding on how you can apply science to everything else. A systematically organized body of knowledge on a particular subject, right? The easy definition is science is the study of the nature and behavior of natural things in the knowledge that we attain about them. Is the study, it's the easiest one to get you to understand what we're going with that when we're saying the signs of business, because we got to break these words down, because I don't think we be understanding, and we're going to go into business next, right? The science is the study of the natural and behavior of natural things and the knowledge that we attain about them. Business definition: a person's regular occupation, profession, or trade. This is business. I didn't make these definitions up, man. You know what I'm saying? So a person's regular occupation, profession, or trade. Definition number 2: the practice of making one's living by engaging in commerce. So in the definition of business, you got 2 definitions, which is the root of business or the meaning of business, and both of them got trade and commerce. One say trade, one say commerce. Trade and commerce. Why did the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan told us we flatline on business? Because we don't understand trade and commerce, because trade and commerce is at the root of business. Ooh, man, let me calm down. Business: a person's regular occupation, profession, or trade, the practice of making one's living by engaging in commerce. That's that. All right. So glad we got that understanding. So now this came out because, like I said, due to the pandemic and due to all the other mayhem that's going on in America, with the recent current events that's happening, right? And we know about the police in Atlanta just killed another black boy running away from them, right? He was running away. He actually, you got the video, you can go watch. He actually was running away from them and they still killed him, right? 2 white police, right? So we're seeing that more and more of us wanting to, when we dealing with group fighting back the system, we want to hold our dollars, right? We want to hold our dollars. But for some reason, us being business owners, independent affiliates to a e-commerce company that's trading commerce called Carabao International, that is founded and the CEO is Caucasian, people had a nerve to tell us that our business is not black owned, right? That's what they say, right? So in these so-called blackout coalition groups, me and a few more of the affiliates in these groups, but when we make posts in the groups promoting our product, our business, they reject it, right? They reject it, right? So now let's expose, is a black owned business really a black owned business? So if I'm an independent affiliate, now, but first of all, what makes one a business owner? Is it either you, if you're doing it the legal way, the right way, then you do 1099 on your taxes, right? That's what makes you, that's what will make one a business owner. When they fill out their taxes at the end of the year, they do the 1099, right? By the IRS and the government of the United States standard, by the SEC, that's what make you a business owner, right? Is that right? Right? So let's just get that straight. That's right, right? 1099 make you a business owner, right? Okay, or you ain't paying taxes and you just got products that you go out and peddle yourself. That's still your business. You just in the sales, right? Or whatever service you provide. You don't have a documentation of an LLC or corporation, but that's still your business. That's your means of making an income and taking care of you and your family, right? Right. So let's come on, let's get this together, because we gotta expose this, because there's too much hypocrisy going on, because we ain't going no place with Negroes who function like that, right? Why? Y'all see this Rolls Royce behind me? If I had a car lot and I had a dealership license that I got to get from the enemy, and I sold Rolls Royces, would I be considered a black business owner, a black dealership? Yes, I would, right? But where did I get the car from? Where did I get the car from? Right? And if you in the car industry, we don't manufacture. There ain't no black-owned manufacturing company, period. It really ain't no black-owned manufacturing company producing nothing. We can just go down the line, right? I got a sister that do the NutriBurst with the health stuff, right? The owner of that brand of that company is a white man, but she is a affiliate to this brand. So if I get the Nutri product, yeah, that white man is gonna make a profit or whatever, but she is too. That's her business. So if I get the NutriBurst from her, I'm directly supporting her business. Not worried about where she get the product from, right? I mean, come on, man. We just got to deal with this. So if we getting gold from a German who want to give us gold, something we need. See, when you get involved in trade and commerce, we look around and we make partnership with people all over the world. Don't matter what their color is, if they got something that we want and that we need. So if I go over there and bring it back over here and I set up this business, this is my business, but I'm doing trade and commerce, import, export with somebody in another country that might don't look like us, that might don't share the same views as us. However, I'm trying to provide a service in a product that we need that black people don't manufacture pretty much nothing. The clothes you got on. So if you into selling clothes, if you make garments, where do you get the fabric from? You into baking, you into cooking. Where do you get the food ingredients from? Where you getting it from? You selling facial stuff, soap and all this. Where is the ingredients coming from for you to make this soap, for you to make this lotion and all this stuff? Where do you get it from? Right? These are just questions that we have to ask because it's so much hypocrisy going on because we really don't understand business. In this world, business is warfare. Since we don't manufacture nothing, for one to be in business for himself and is a black person, they're going to have to somehow, some way, do business with a Caucasian person. Or Korean, or Arab, or Indian, a foreign African. You can't get around it because why? We don't manufacture nothing. We don't manufacture nothing. I got brothers and sisters who in the real estate. So if I want to support them in the real estate industry, before I go to any other real estate agent or broker, I would go to them so they can get the commission. But I ain't buying the house from them. They didn't produce the house. They ain't even actually really selling the house. They like the middleman to the house. Right? That's if you're using the agent or a broker and you ain't going strictly directly to the owner. Right? That's supporting a business. We use the internet. We use Facebook. If we become friends and we market our business on Facebook, we're using Mark Zuckerberg's platform, his system. So it's a black-owned business, really black-owned, right? So we have to bust this up because for some reason, we have the audacity to look at what a person is getting the product from when it comes to certain people, right? When it comes to certain people. If I'm in the cleaning industry, where do I get the equipment to clean and pressurize it, wash the houses? Where do I get the soap? Where do I get this from? I can get it from a black person if that's what they sell at their store or whatever. Where did they get it from? This is his world. You can't do business in this world without him having a hand in it. When we already don't produce anything and we don't know and understand the importance of trade and commerce, so we can be dealing with Asians, we can be dealing with Arabs, we can be dealing with our African brothers and sisters, we can be dealing with our people all over the world, but we don't understand trade and commerce. We don't know how to network. We don't know how to network. So we think we finna get some type of freedom and some type of justice with Negroes who don't understand and show this hypocrisy. Got the nerve to tell us we ain't a black-owned business. FardMoney is our business. That's our brand. We started FardMoney, so whatever products we get, if you in the booking industry, you off the books, who publish it? Where did the material come from to even make the book? Where'd you get the ink from? If we get technical about it, we can say right now that it ain't a real, and remember, go back to the definition of the word science. The study of the nature. So we're dealing with the root. So when we're giving you the science of business, we got to get to the root of business, right? The root of business. If we're not manufacturing nothing, then we can say ain't nobody black-owned business then. If we don't manufacture and make the product ourselves, we can say ain't nobody black-owned then. Right or wrong? Right? You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So what it is, Gregory, he hoping he make a case for reparation. Without it, there is no point. What are you talking? Open the eyes of God. What is this brother talking about? They manufacture car. Okay, what's the name of the car? What the brand is? They manufacture the car, but is they manufacturing their own brand? So because anybody can manufacture Rolls Royces, we can manufacture Hyundai and all of this here in the third. But who the patent come from? Who the brand go to? You got to get credit back to Rolls Royce. If you're making Rolls Royce, you got to come in and make Rolls Royces. But who is the brand? So you still got to cut them in on it, unless you get hit for counterfeit, brand, what they call it, trade infringement. They got laws for that, right? That's like you bootlegging somebody's CD. They got laws for that. How you bootleg a CD? Let me get the original copy, go and download it, and go and make other copies, and now I'm selling them. I just bootleg it. So if I make a car with the Ford brand, Chevrolet brand, then I just trademark it. That's trademark infringement. If I don't cut them in on it, I'm manufacturing the cars for them, right? So we got to understand this. So without money, there's no trade and commerce. Okay, brother. What are you talking about, though? I don't understand what you're talking about. Asians and Arabs won't deal with us. They will lose their advantage. Let me get out of here. Yeah, please get out of here, brother. That don't even make sense. They deal with us now. What you mean they won't deal with us? Hope he's making a case for reparation, right? So, family, with no black manufacturing, nothing was a terrible example. Well, I don't understand what it is. I'm pointing out a glaring piece of misinformation. Where's the misinformation this brother talking about? Where's this brother? There's an African company that manufactures car. Okay, what brand are they manufacturing? Gregory Cornelius. I don't even know who you is, right? What brand are they manufacturing? So show us the misinformation on here that was said, right? When we dealing with reparation, we dealing with land, so we can manufacture our own stuff, right? So if we want to get to it, because I wasn't done, while people start commenting like they got some scenario, where are we going with a minimum net worth of 1,700, right? Just stay to the end of the stream, bro. Don't get me sidetracked. Stay to the end of the stream before you get to talking ahead of the information being revealed, right? You feel what I'm saying? So So, family, to get to the root of it, right? When you're dealing with trade and commerce, when you're dealing with business, we have to be involved in the essentials that make up life, right? We have to provide the essentials that we need: food, clothes, and shelter, right? And we also need a natural reserve medium of exchange. Because even if we manufacture, just say for instance, we did manufacture clothes and we use everything we do is on us. If it's a business in America, they pay taxes to who? Because you're a business owner, you still got to pay taxes. They pay taxes to who? Right? So the man, he got this thing where we really can't get around dealing with him, right? We really can't get around dealing with him, right? But it is a crypto, it is a kryptonite to his system on one level. Not meaning you're going to be able to get away around him, dealing with him, period, right? Because like I said, if you manufacture your own thing, we got black manufacturing that do this, they still got to pay taxes if it's inside America, right? And if the company only accepts dollars, ain't no getting away around that, family. That's his game. The dollar bill is his thing. That's how he has corrupted and enslaved the whole planet with the Federal Reserve central banking system. The dollar. That is the number one tool right now in the 21st century. Right? So even if we do all of this stuff we're doing, if we're still functioning on the dollars, we're still thinking about dollars, we're still hoping reparation, asking for dollars, then we still tied to him. We made that, we ain't cut the umbilical cord yet. We still tied to him. But when you're dealing with a person that has their own business, like I said, whether they pay taxes legal or they just get it and sell under the table and make their profit or whatever, that is still a black-owned business if it has a black face to it, right? We don't look at the manufacturer. When you go get gas, where you get the gas from? You don't worry about that, right? You buying Jordan. Yeah, you might be supporting Michael Jordan on one end, but the majority of the profit go to Nike. Yeah, you support a black brand, but Nike manufacture and make the brand and make the shoe. So they got a hand in that too. So you support Michael Jordan in Nike, right? Master P got his own brand, but the shoe get manufactured in the product in the material he used. He say it come from Italy. That's what he say. But if I buy the shoe, I'm supporting Master P. This is a black brand, a black man. If I want the shoe, I'm supporting the shoe. We just got to understand the science of business and understand. So anybody with a product, anybody with any type of service that's black and they make a profit from the product or the service, they are a black business. Point blank, period. We can do away with all the hypocrisy, right? Because clearly that's just what it is. Because we don't understand. We'll try to fight. See, the enemy guy, he is so wise. Man, this man is so wise, right? He's so wise, family, that when we think we fighting him, we really be hurting ourselves. Because we would say, man, no, we don't want that because you get it from over there. But then now you got a movement going on saying black. See, the enemy, he's so wise, he know how to manipulate it because he miseducated us in the public school system. That's where it's lying. He didn't teach us nothing about economics, nothing about finances, nothing about group economics, nothing about compound interest, nothing about real money. So the man has already enslaved us, coming out thinking we doing business. Right? That's why you had the man Robert Johnson, the founder of BET, who a billionaire himself, talking about we want reparation for $14 trillion. No, the hell we don't. Man, they print 14 trillion more dollars just like that. All of a sudden, the dollar gonna fall. We don't even have nothing. So he asking for something that don't even got no value. Think about that. They just give us some dollars. That ain't no freedom. That ain't repairing us. They stole us, brought us over here. So for them to repair us, they got to give us some territorial land. Now we can build the manufacturing companies on this land, and we ain't got to pay taxes back to the enemy. Because any business you do in America, you paying taxes unless you doing something under the table. You paying taxes right back to the beast. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that the Federal Reserve is the synagogue of Satan. He said it is the synagogue of Satan. Right? Because they print the money. They control that. So whenever we functioning straight off the dollar, we are functioning still in their game. That's why when we talk about reparation, we're talking about territorial land, period. Without territorial land being on the table, ain't no talk of reparation. Right? And they're going to have to give us some gold. We don't want no worthless dollars. What we going to do with that? Think about giving $100,000, $200,000 to the average black person in America right now. What are they going to do? Give it right back to the enemy. They're going to go get a Rolls Royce. It's going to be used because you can't even get a Rolls Royce for $200,000 brand new, right? Come on, man. We just got to wake up and understand what's really going on. So, to our people that's doing these blackouts in this Buy Black movement, understand any black person selling any product is a black-owned business. That's their personal business. You're supporting them because we don't manufacture a damn thing. So if we get technical with it, then ain't no black-owned businesses. Period. Right? In the Nation of Islam, we got Muhammad Farms, right? But we still got to pay an annual farming tax every year. So we produce the food, but it's not enough to produce it for everybody black in America, right? But it's enough to get us some food out there. But we manufacturing the food ourselves, but the taxes on the land still got to be paid back to the enemy, right? So that's about the closest we're going to get. We don't even manufacture underwear, toothpicks, toothbrushes, right? So if we do, you know, somebody need to get the word out then. If it's stuff out here. But to everything, so everybody's selling something black, marketing something black, 9 times out of 10, they're getting it from another white company, Arab company, foreign African country, right? And then don't think that we dealing with an African country that they are just better than these white folks and these Arabs over here. They got the same mindset, man. I deal with them all the time in the hood. They got the same mindset. They ain't finna support you at all. They ain't sponsoring no little league games, none of this. They calling the police on our brothers and sisters for hanging out in their front of their store. Yes, they are. Yeah. Why? Because when they came over here as immigrants, the white man got them and put them in the room and told them, don't trust them. They're not like y'all. They're savages. Don't trust them. Don't deal with them. So they come over here with a superior mindset. They think they better than us because they was raised and growed up on the motherland. They think they better than us. I'm just telling you, I deal with them in the hood all the time. I'm telling you, they right in the community selling death. They right in the community selling death. So we can say, okay, I'm getting gas from him. But he's selling death though to the hood. Selling cigarettes, same like the Arabs. Ain't no different, man. Ain't no different. Talk to them all the time. See them all the time. They selling cigarettes, gambling products, alcohol, pork. They selling everything that is a detriment to our people mentality. They over here for a profit. They ain't trying to do business with us. That's why they come to the hood and set up the businesses. They don't go out in the white folk area, in the suburban area, and set up no stores. No, the white man got his neighborhood community corner. You ain't coming over there doing business. So what they do, they come to ours. Because we don't understand trade commerce. We don't understand the science of business, right? We don't understand group economics, right? So if you want to get high up and get up on that high level, see, because as you do business, you're going to raise the level, and as you move up the ladder, you're going to get to a high level of the enemy. You're going to get to a high level of the enemy. You're going to start on the surface one level, then next thing you know, you're going to move up. I'm telling you, you got to meet the enemy in the sky. He on top. We got to bring him down, but you got to get up there mentally to understand how to fight him. Because if you don't get up there mentally, if you think you know, and you think you fighting against them, then you a trick. Because you won't even humble yourself to listen at a different angle. And your angle already been studied. We done did this. Now what's the new angle? What's a better angle? We got to see how can we get rid of these dollars? We got to see if there's another currency out there. Why they didn't want us to have gold for 40 years? We got to go and study this. What makes up the banking system? How did designers take over the monetary system? Credit. Not that they had credit. They set up the credit system. Why? Because they set up the debt note, which is the dollar. And they control that. So as long as you getting credit, you're feeding the beast. As long as the bank making currency just pop out of nowhere, just numbers in the database, you are feeding the beast. The beast is being fed while we are still further and falling further and further behind in the wealth. Right? These are just some factors that we have to get a grip on. We have to study this man. And the best one of them to study is the so-called Jews. They are the ones who have mastered trade and commerce, mastered banking, mastered money. They have mastered it. But if we don't take the time out to observe them and their operations, then we just treading water, man, marking time. You feel what I'm saying? That's all we're doing. So we're dealing in FardMoney. We're giving you the science of business. And I'm not the origin of it. The man that brought this to North America and taught us this science, his name is Master Fard Muhammad, to whom all praise is due to forever. He brought this science. He taught it to the Mosam Muhammad, and then the Mosam Muhammad taught it to the minister. Now the minister been teaching it to us since 1977, and he hasn't stopped teaching it to us. If we listen and study it, and then we can be able to apply it. But it's not for him to set up all these institutions on his own. That's for us to take what he say, go research, go fact check what he say, and then get involved in that study and get in line in that business and line our mind up with it. We at war with the damn Federal Reserve. We ain't at war with Trump. Trump ain't in control of this country. We at war with the international bankers, point blank, period. And until you get that understanding, you're really not fighting. We in the boxing ring, the enemy throwing haymakers at us, you just throwing a jab. But until you attack this dollar, and this is not aggression, because they attacked us with the dollar since 1933. Really 1913, when the Federal Reserve took over the printing of the money. They started attacking our wealth right then. Not just us, even poor whites, even the average white person getting attacked. They don't know. Not just they at war too. They war getting taken too. They might got a better job than we got, a better salary, but they still don't know the difference between money and currency. So they still enslaved. So they got to be free too. Right? That man don't give a damn about no color. He only care about the bottom line. And the bottom line is that they control the purse string. They don't care. It's on both sides. So if we buy all black, okay, we're going to shut down some major and hit the pockets of some major corporations, but that won't affect the Federal Reserve because those major corporations got to pay taxes to the Federal Reserve. And they're going to pay it or they're going to close them out. Let them go bankrupt, did all that, right? But that's one level. But we got to move up from that. Let's do that. Yeah, let's buy everything black if we can, right? And like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, if a black person selling any product, that is a black-owned business. Period. Period. Let's just get that clear. Let's get that understanding, right? You don't want to be a hypocrite because you can't get around what just has been laid out on this screen right here alone. You can't even get around that intelligently unless you just want to do the straw man argument. But you can't get around that. This is an actual fact. Any person that look like you that got a product, buy it. That's what the Mexicans do. They don't say, with the Mexican family, they buy everything first from the Mexicans. They don't say, oh, did you get that from the black man? Oh, did you get it from the white man? We don't want it. No, we don't deal with them. You ain't dealing with them. You dealing with me. It's my business. You support me. I don't know how we just can't get that out of our mind, man. Everybody else understand that. The Koreans understand that. The Indians understand that. Our foreign African brothers and sisters understand that. Everybody understand it but us. You go in Mexico, you go in the little Mexico City in these suburban or these neighborhoods inside of America. They got their own stores. They got their own clothing factories. They got not factories, but they got their own stuff, right? And before they spend any dime with you, they're going to spend it with their brother or sister first. And they're not going to ask their brother or sister, hey, where you get this from? Why? Because they can see the bigger picture. If you doing it, you got to benefit some kind of way. I just want you to benefit from it. Long as you benefit, long as some income, some profit going into your family household, then we good. We good. See, this is what got to get out of our mind. We too busy. Man, I don't really like that brother, so I ain't going to support him. I don't really like that sister. I ain't going to support her. So we'll make an excuse. Then really just saying, well, man, I really hate that nigga because he's doing something I ain't doing. It's envy. At the root of it is jealousy and envy. That's what it is. The nigga doing something I ain't doing. So I don't want to support it, but I'm going to say I don't like him. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, no. Better yet, I'm going to say, no, you getting your product from a white man. But at the root of it is jealousy and it's envy, and we ain't going to never separate. We ain't going to never be free as long as that's still in our heart instead of seeing a black person doing for self, bringing you a product that you don't got, that you need, and the tripped out part about FardMoney, we bringing you a product that everybody goddamn need. Like, yeah, it's like that. Everybody need gold, physical gold. If you don't have it, your financial future is gloom as hell. It is dark. You're living in the darkness. And you are not in control of your economy. You are not in control. That's probably why majority of y'all still vote. And when we say stuff like why we vote, you look at us crazy. Oh, our people fought for this. They fought for us to do this. Oh, we got to vote. We got to change the policy law. No, we got to destroy this damn system. We ain't fixing it because it ain't broke. If you understand, the system ain't broke. The police been trained to kill us. The politicians been trained to make policies and don't pass laws that really benefit us as a whole. Because we don't have no economic power behind no politician we put in office. We didn't fund this campaign. We ain't fund this campaign. We just forget all of a sudden. I remember when I'm in there. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up. Damn, now this business is warfare. Yeah, we forget that when. Damn, I froze again. We forget that. See if you hear me. Okay, we forget that when Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump was running for the presidency, that Beyonce and Jay-Z supported Hillary Clinton, throw the concert for and everything, right? Do we remember that? But when Kanye showed support to Donald Trump, and he going to talk to Donald Trump about some stuff that Trump ended up doing, let a whole lot of lifers out of the federal prison. Nobody's saying, damn, thank you, Kanye West, for going to talk to Trump about that. Not saying that he made it happen, right? Y'all following this? But Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton did more detriment to our rise and our growth in all levels than any other president before him or after them. But our brothers, Jay-Z and Beyonce, who's supposed to be conscious all of a sudden, supported the Clintons. But when Kanye supported Donald Trump, he get all type of backlash. Man, there's those two birds of the same damn tree. At least he was going to them, talking about our problems, and then Trump ended up doing it. He ended up making the crack law retroactive. So you got a whole lot of our brothers and sisters got let out of the federal system that had life. How we forget this? I ain't advocating for Donald Trump no kind of way. I'm just stating the fact. How we biased to certain things because we liked the Clintons and didn't like what Trump said. He hadn't even did nothing yet. He hadn't even been elected president yet. We got the record. Remember, prejudice is when you prejudge something. Y'all follow this? Y'all still hearing? I'm still alive. Y'all still heard. I know my screen froze. Huh? It still is. So we got to understand that prejudice is when you prejudge before the facts. So we ain't prejudged about the Clintons. We already had the facts. 8 years of it. Right? We already seen the prison population go up. We already seen that they undercut some what they undercut? They undercut food stamps, all type of stuff. They was taken away. Voting rights and all this type of stuff like this. But you didn't see it because you was in love with old Slick Willie. Because he can play the guitar. Slick Willie because he might eat a watermelon or something. Because he got caught smoking weed. You think he was a black man. Huh? But we got to get out of that, family. We got to stop. We got to look past the color of somebody's skin. We got to look to the content of the person's heart. Right? You got some white people that can, will, or is doing something good. That don't mean they're good in nature, but they're trying to correct themselves. They're trying to help, right? And we got to know how to utilize them to our advantage. This is just what wise people do, right? This is just what wise people do. That's why when the Jews came over here, they found common ground with the common white man of the South. Y'all don't like niggas, we don't like niggas, so we can partner up with that common goal right there and oppress the niggas. right? That's what they do. But they didn't look at the Gentile white man in the South like they looked at that Hitler, them, the Nazis. They didn't look at them like the Nazis, but they all Caucasian. Hitler was a Caucasian, right? Come on, man. We got to get out of there. That's the only way we're going to advance. We got to get past color. And we got to look at it and see what we need and support one another and keep building. Then we will experience true freedom. With that being said, family, my screen just froze, so I got to get out of here. With that being said, family, thank y'all. We will see y'all on the next live stream. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, FardMoney. Assalamu alaikum, salam.